All right. Hello and warm welcome to a new fantastic evening together with the hopefully that we have flow here tonight. I'm checking right now to see if we are online. Can I have someone to tell me, please, if we have connection? So the subject tonight is the new you, life transformation. Carolina and Cliff, super thank you. Great to have you with us. Thank you for letting me know. And Ingmarie, Eric, yes, better luck today. Yeah, so for you who weren't with us Sunday evening, strange things was going on. So the stream was interrupted so badly, so we have to reschedule for tonight. Hey, Ingrid. So I'm really looking forward to this. It's an epic presentation tonight of the times we're in, the paradigm shift we're in the middle of, the Great Awakening, the healing process, and the empowerment process. So we're going to dive into really big things here this evening. And for all of you who come in later to see the recording, it is as powerful afterwards as it is live. So warm welcome, everybody. Now, I see we are only a few online so far. It's growing, getting more and more. But let's start by just saying, for you who are new, that we start with checking the energies that are current right now in our own life with a scale I will show in a minute here. And then I will hold the evening's presentation, go through that, and then we open up for Q&A. And after that, we will end the whole thing with a really nice and beautiful and empowering meditation that lets everything sink in and get you activated and upgraded for this whole shift and for the time ahead. Eric, do you think dark forces did what happened to the stream last night because you speak too much truth? So I don't know, but it's very likely. I can say this, since just a little bit into when I started doing this, number of years ago, every time I have a live, I see on my site how many that are watching and how many that gives a thumbs up. And I take screen prints of that. And then on the outer, what you see under the video, how many views that are and how many have liked it, it's usually about half. It's cut in half immediately as soon as the live broadcast is over. That has happened now for several years. And I have had many strange incidents and stuff like this happen. And I even got a strike on my channel when I first came to Malta, and there was this freedom rally. So I was going to film the freedom rally. It's like a peaceful demonstration, just letting the government know that there is a lot of citizens here that are awake and not okay with the whole lockdown thing. And so I wrote that in the title, and I was going live, and it just went in 15 seconds, and then they cut it, and they gave me a strike on the channel. No one said a word. Nothing happened. And that's, all right. So it's little bit tough for all of us who are working to do our best to get the truth out there and to raise the vibration and to help heal and empower. But still, we are still online, so we can do it. Now I see it's a delay there again. Kindly let me know if it works or if it's lagging. Are we still in communication here? Works, thank you. Because I see there is a lag here, and yeah, I just wonder if you have lag on your end or if it's just my end. Okay, great. Whew. It's I've been doing a lot of stuff here to, yeah, great, Eric, thank you. To fix the lag on my end, but there is other forces in here as well. Okay, so let's move over to just check the energies, and like everybody knows, been with us now for some time, that where we start is not where we're going to finish. So the starting energy, whatever energy you're in, most likely we will raise the vibration, and you're gonna feel better at the end than from we started, and hopefully you feel good already. So I will bring up the chart of the human emotions. So maybe we all could just do our best to send some love into the field and ask for some help for the computer angels, the internet angels, those who oversees that and help us to have a clear channel in the flow. That would be fantastic. All right, so who is first out letting us know how you feel? Cliff Bengtsson. I am down to 555 today in my body because I got a winter cold with a headache, coughing, etc. But my spirit is at 700 still. All right. You are so good of keeping your spirit high, Cliff, when you go through body stuff. Very good, very good. Ing-Marie, 444. What beautiful numbers, 555 and 444. So just to explain for you who are new, 555, if you look at the chart here, you see joy this is the human emotions from the lowest, the negative scale, up to neutrality, and then the positive scale starts here. So 555 is above joy, and that means that all this is in place, the willingness, the acceptance, reason, love, and joy. 444 is that we are working on reason, and that is the big one, the reason why we're here. We're all in the process now of waking up to our missions and start to take action on our missions. That reason, it's super, super big. So our life is not the same anymore once we have climbed to that place in the ladder. So we're actually doing our spiritual mission here right now. All right. So great, Ing-Marie. Thank you, Cliff. Carolina, 500. Feel a click at the heart chakra, like something is cracking inside. Ooh, that sounds beautiful. That sounds like something is about to pop, to burst, to come out. All right. Let me know during the evening here if something clicks in there, something moves and changes, comes up. Eric, 500 to 600. I feel great in my mind, spirit, and body. Feel at peace with myself and other people I meet. I'm smiling and feeling strong in my body, training hard physically and mentally. All right, Eric, here we go. Well, you are in for a treat here today. You're already up to speed, so this is going to be amazing. Yeah, can't wait to share what I have put together for you here today. Hello, Kerstin. Warm welcome. Okay, so since we had to move the whole broadcast to a new this next day today, I see that there is lots less sunshine souls on board, which is totally okay. They will come on and see the show afterwards. So if there is anyone else who want to share how you feel, kindly let me know now. Yes, Cliff, I see the same. And that's, like I said, just because we had to move it to today. So many are not aware of it, and hopefully they will see the video afterwards. Okay, so then thank you all of you who shared. Great. Now we're gonna do our best to lift the energies, to understand this suffering and getting by part that humanity has been in now for so long. And now we're moving into the flow and up to the pure Tao, the ultimate consciousness, where we are co-creating now with the universe. And that's the biggest paradigm shift ever in humanity's history and evolution. So I will change this. Great. Now, I'm going to do a screen share and we will start the presentation of the new human and the new you, the transformation course to it. Here we go. Are you ready? And of course, didn't work from the beginnings. Do it again. One more time. Okay. Now. Here we go. Okay. It's working tonight. I'm so happy. All right. So, dear friends, Soul family, warm welcome to this very special presentation. Pretty much a summary of the journey so far, even there is so much we've been through over the last few years, and all the latest presentations here over the last few weeks, they've all been big. And now we come to the point where it's time to really start applying it to ourselves in our lives. So warm welcome. To the new you. Golden Age pioneer. So, as we all know now, we are in the last days, what's called the end time, the end of days. And there is many names for it. In the biggest cycle in the astrology, all the different types of astrology, it comes from the Vedic astrology, and this is the 4 ages: iron, bronze, silver, and gold. And for you who are new, you can see up to the left, you are here, just at the bracket of the Iron Age and the Golden Age. So we are in the last days of the darkest times, and we are also in the first days of the new time, the new age. So it's very important to understand that there is 2 timelines going on at the same time, the negative and the positive. So we have to do our best to focus on what's good, so we keep on attracting the positive in our lives instead of getting drawn into the drama. So this is also called the shift of the ages. Now, they say, and this we don't know, but in the last golden age, it is said that that is where all the myths from the Greek gods, Zeus, Apollo, and all of them that we see here on the picture, that's when they lived here on Earth. And one thing that is big with the Golden Age and all different times since then, where humanity has blossomed, is that it has been a very healthy and fit humanity. As you see, their bodies are well taken care of. Everybody is healthy and fit. So we are now understanding that the unhealthy lifestyle is part of this dark agenda to keep humanity down, keep us in low energy, low vibration, and that more and more of us are awakening to taking very good care of ourselves, to detox ourselves and to start taking care of the physical body in a very good way. So here is Carl Jung's, sorry, not Carl Jung. Slipped my mind. However, this is part of the history which is not true, and the evolution of human. And the third from the right is the Neanderthal, and then the second to the right is Homo sapiens. And then all the way to the right, which is now in enlightenment state, is the new us. This is the shift. We go from Homo sapiens to Homo luminous. So it's part of the awakening, the healing, and the self-empowerment time we're in right now. So transformation time. And as a metaphor, it's from being a caterpillar to going into the cocoon and coming out as a butterfly. That's how big this shift is. So sometimes in life, what seems impossible is possible. And one of the things that really makes it possible is that it starts to happen with one. And then someone sees that, hears about it, and then what seems impossible for them, now it's not impossible anymore. It's possible. And now we see this in a huge way around the world. This awakening is unstoppable. It's happening from inside in each and every one of us, sooner or later. And now we see how it's happening to more and more of us. So it's an amazing time to be in. And here we see the chart that I made to make this more clear. On the left side, the caterpillar. Onto the right side, we have the butterfly. So we are moving from this 3D consciousness and the third dimensional prison grip on the slave system that is imposed on humanity, to keep us in our mind, in our ego, to keep us in fear and force, and with man-made laws that holds us back, and just, a long list of selfish attributes. And then to the right, we move into the fifth dimension. We are heart and soul driven, and our consciousness have moved to love and power. And we are under universal natural law. And our energy is not blocked anymore. It starts to flow freely. Our mind is open, our consciousness is united, both with the spirit, the universe, and with each other. And we live now with purpose. So we're left the ego self life. So it's huge what's going on now. And this is now the big shift for the whole humanity, soon to happen. So this is the true you, and this is the true us. So I like you all to take in this picture, and that we stand together here on this cliff above the beach to the ocean, and just take in these bright sun rays, which are now helping in the process with much higher frequencies to raise the vibration on Earth and for all living beings, humans, all animals, and all the plant life. So it's very important to now be in contact with the golden timeline, the positive timeline, that will leave the drama, go out in nature, just connect to the golden timeline over and over and over again until that's the only timeline that exists in our lives. So here is a picture from Gozo. And now I'd like to present the 3 stages that we are now going through. We have the awakening stage, the healing stage, and the empowerment stage. So those who control humanity and control life on this earth plane have held us back. They have done these resets many times since the fall of Atlantis, and they have kept us not knowing our roots from where we come from. So we've been very disoriented and then stuck in a very low consciousness in a very dense, brutal world. So it has kept us from awakening. However, we know that through time there has been one here, one there that awaken, like many masters through time until the recent time of Buddha, Jesus, and many others. And now it's time for the whole humanity to go through this awakening, the healing stage, and the self-empowerment stage. So, let's dive into what this really means. The awakening. Well, it's very clear what happens, that you go from a stage of being in this world that you don't fit in, and you get connected with the universe. So you awaken inside to the spiritual connection and get a direct link to source. And I just love this. It's so beautiful. Awakening. Each time a new person awakens to universal truth, the whole of humanity rises one notch. The higher humanity rises as a collective group soul, the more important it is to make sure that every aspect is in alignment. So there is a life before awakening, and there is a whole new life after the awakening. Now, there is two different types of awakening. The first is, of course, the inner awakening. And as we just went through that in a brief way, we all have our inner awakening who are here, and we all have our stories who some has been, like for myself, it was a super powerful experience, a Kundalini awakening, and that is now happening for so many. Some it happens gently over time, and for others it's a big event. And once that have happened, we are more and more liberated from our ego and now live through our heart and our connection to spirit and the universe. And we are now here to serve and be part of the solution to make our own lives and the whole life for humanity a little bit better than if we were not here. So to be part of the process of manifesting these higher visions, heaven on earth and the golden age. So we start to work on that. We start to find each other, go to spiritual events, go to ashrams, go on spiritual journeys, and start doing our inner work. Now, there is also the outer awakening. And that is that we understand that we don't have to be part of that drama world that we see to the left on the picture. More and more of us awaken to we don't belong in that world. We would like to leave that world and be part of the future, the bright future, like I just mentioned, to manifest a bright future called the nickname Heaven on Earth, and this new era which has just started, the golden age. So we're in this paradigm shift where we are awakening to that those who control this world what just happened? That was interesting. Okay. So just when this, okay. So this part of the outer awakening, that we understand that we are in a control system and we are on the bottom of this pyramid. And then there is this control system all the way to the top. A group of beings and misled humans who have a very dark agenda to get rid of humanity now once and for all before 2030. And they're going to keep some of us, but they're going to mix with their DNA, which they already have started with the injections, and make us transhuman. So So let's try like this. Can you be kind to let me know if this works? Actually, let's do this. So, yeah, can you hear me now? Yes. All right. Okay. Okay, then great. Thank you. Then we continue where we were. All right. So we went through the awakening part, the inner and the outer, and we're all very familiar with that now. However, we're not done yet. There is more things to awaken to, more in the inner of our spiritual abilities, which are now blossoming. We're in this awakening procedure. And the outer, all the lies. How big are the lies? We're gonna be blown away how much more lies we're gonna find out. So there's much more to awaken to. Now, next stage, the healing stage. And Cliff, if you could be kind to let me know again if there is anything, because I can't see the chat when I do the presentation here. So kindly let me know if there is any interruptions again. Thank you. So we're healing and becoming part of cosmos again, awakening to our bigger self, the universal cosmic self. And as everybody know, to receive healing is a wonderful experience where we just lay, totally relax, open up, and to receive. And then someone who is a healer, which there is so many variations of today, but we all are healers, all have healing abilities. And when we're through that process, it's an amazing process to heal our old wounds, the old karmic wheel, and problems in our physical body. And I just love this. Your body cannot heal without play. Your mind cannot heal without laughter. And your soul cannot heal without joy. Isn't that beautiful? So very important to understand that it's, as you feel and hear, it's a higher energy when we're in that mode, instead of just being sad and hope to get healing from someone outside. If we're sad and hope to get healing from outside, it's not going to heal. It's going to be a long journey. So it's important to understand this. It's an inner job. We need to raise ourselves, raise the vibration. And when we do, magical things can happen. Things that were impossible yesterday is possible today. Many miracles are now starting to happen in the healing world. As you know, we've been talking about this a lot, and many has been here on retreats with me on Gozo, Malta, and where we have seen and experienced many miracles together, from people with diverse, small, I would call them easy fixes, to actually a little bit bigger things. And what is a miracle? A miracle is only a correction in the field. So what seems to be miracles, it's going to be normal in the time we move into. Okay. So here we see a picture just showing that someone just had a problem, needed crickets,
and now it's healed and standing there, happy, back again. So we're in this process of understanding our field, that when we are in this field, as we show in the beginning, this is how we look. We have an aura field that is many times bigger than the physical body and goes out in every direction, many meters. And as we go here, this is something that is going to be more and more visible for more and more sunshine souls. And also, we're going to start to feel it. It's going to be like a density that we're going to be able to both see and feel much more as we go. Healing doesn't mean the damage never existed. It means the damage no longer control our lives. Isn't that beautiful? So to understand it and then heal it and let it go. It's part of our old journey. So now we come to the third stage, which is empowerment. And it's so important to understand how important this part is. Because we've been suffering for a very long time. We've been in a victimhood for a very long time. And in the Nordic countries, like Sweden, we have something called jantelagen, which means that you shouldn't think or believe that you are something special. Fit in, don't stand out, become gray, and listen to whoever controls you in the schooling system or whatever work you do or whatever, you know, in the whole system of the structure of the society. It's just to fit in and don't stick out. Now, more and more of us are not okay with that. We want to be free, we want to be ourselves, and we want to have our power back. So this is part of this huge awakening, which means that we're not okay being under this slave system anymore. We want to be free and have our energy back. So, I am not what happened to me. I am what I choose to become. From Carl Jung. Very big statement. I'm not what happened to me. I am what I choose to become. And we could add there also, I am what I am. And that is a spirit. In Swedish, an ande. And that means a spiritual being. We are light beings, spiritual being, here on a physical journey, experience this human life and this human domain, and to awaken from this amnesia step by step, and to take back our power and start to create this golden age. So it's a tough journey, and we all need to have breaks, to go out in nature and just take it in, not to go out in nature only when we're sad and we need to refill, to go out in nature when we're happy and we feel good, and to give back to nature as nature gives back to us. And here we see the posture, or the stand is the life rune, where we raise our arms like that and become a Y, which is that we send out and we receive. So to take down these higher visions and ideas from the heavens. And we are here as the ground crew, Golden Age pioneers, to get these future visions here now, and we have the job to manifest them. Interesting job, isn't it? Huge. And with this whole thing comes freedom. This is the way to liberate ourselves and become free. This is what we all have within our soul, in our hearts. that we want to become free. So another way to look at all this is to look at an acorn. How to plant an acorn. The acorn symbolizes the soul, and the oak is the spirit, our higher self. So as we go through this transformation process, this metamorphosis process, is the same thing as this acorn becoming this huge oak. This is what we're going through. And as you know, on the road, there's going to be tough times. And as you can understand, this old oak, which is now many 100 years old, it has been through many tough storms and many droughts and many floodings over and over and over again. And it just stood there, adapted, strengthened itself, and now it's so strong and powerful that it will last for many 100 years more. And it goes through all these cycles, like we do, year after year, that it blossoms, and then it comes to the period where all the leaves fall off, and what's left is only the skeleton. And it looks like it's dead, but it's not dead. It's just going through another phase where it strengthens itself and get its roots even deeper into the ground, and it gets ready for the next season. And then it blossoms again. And the same thing with us. We also need to have this breathing, that sometimes we need to take care of ourselves, to go inward, take care of ourselves, which wintertime is a lot about. And then summertime, we come out again. However, we don't need to be stuck in that summer-winter mode since we're in this modern society. But we need to listen to our spiritual path, our soul's essence, what it wants. When it's time to go inward and cocoon ourselves and take care of our spiritual journey, it's important to do so. And then we collect information, we heal ourselves, we empower ourselves, and then when we're ready, we can come out again. Like this beautiful, amazing oak tree. But we don't need to limit ourselves to just become an oak tree. We are giants awakening again. And that's part of the big lie and the big awakening that and our history, our true history, who we are and what we come from. There are trees that are much, much bigger than oak trees. Look at this. This is a sequoia, which is in California in United States. Look at the bottom there to the right. Those humans, how tiny they are to this huge trunk. But this is not the biggest trees. There are even bigger. When we go back to our true history and evolution, look at this. To the right, we see the trunk of a tree, a stub. And to the left, we see what we have thought to be a mountain. And all over the world, here on Gozo, we have several like this. This is old giant trees. You can see the resemblance. It's obvious. This is a huge stub to the left, which looks like it's a mountain. Here we have one of the most famous one, the Devil's Tower in United States. So look at all the trees down there. They look like midgets to this stub. So understand that this is a metaphor for the big spirit that we have inside that now wants to come out. And that's why the controllers of the world are so afraid to let humanity become liberated and come out, because they know the game is over. when this giant inside start to come out and start to do magic and miracles in the world. And now we start to see that is on its way to start happening. I am not what happened to me. I am what I choose to become. So please take that in again. I am not what happened to me. I am what I choose to become. And it's actually another step in this which I like to take in, and that is that to be grateful for all the hardship that happened to me, and that happened to you, and that happened to us. Thanks to all the hardship, that has made us that strong oak tree or sequoia tree or mountain tower tree that we are today. It has helped us to strengthen us. Without those storms, those floodings, those fires, all of it, we haven't been able to come out in this new empowerment time that we're in right now, to remember who we are. So we now have the next chapter ahead of us. And for that, we need to understand that our body is our temple. Our body is the tree. Our body is our avatar. And we now need to put these three together, the skeleton, the physical body, and our spirit, and make that one, and have all of them to work perfectly. So everything is alignment, everything is flowing, all the energy is there, the power is there, and we are happy, and we can do amazing things. We're going to be able to feel and see ourselves and others, to now backtrack in our aging. So we are coming back and becoming younger as we now start to take much better care of us. And we're going to live much longer, because we have an amazing time ahead, and we want to be part of that for a long time ahead. So in order to do that, we need to learn how to master our body, how to master ourselves, and how to master our body, and then how to master our life. So the big thing is, as we know, with the power versus force scale, to move from fear to love. That's number one. Move from fear to love. So we are part of this love movement. And in that, we are in the golden timeline, this higher energy. But if we're not there, if we're drawn into the drama and fear, we are now, it's costing. That's the aging. It's aging us, and it cuts us off from the communication from spirit. So we're not getting the great ideas. We're just in, suffering and getting by. So it's so important now to understand that to be in the love frequency and to work on to stay in the flow, that's the next level that we need to master, to be in the flow all the time. So we need to trust the process and trust that this is all planned. There is a great divine plan which is here to support us all and support this process, and not to take in the fear factors from the drama controllers of this world. They are losing, they are leaving, it's done, it's over. It's just the last time here of a few years of this transition over to this new time, which we need to be extra strong and positive through this last hardship. You can do it if you believe you can. So please take this in. You can do it if you believe you can. So to believe that we can is now something we need to practice. And then as we go, it's like learning to walk, learning to bicycle, learning to do whatever we learn in life, tie our shoes, comb our hair, dress ourselves, find work, do the work, whatever it is, we can do it. We just need to practice a little bit, and then eventually all of us are going to get it. So it's an honor for me to be part of this and do this together with you. I love the process, and I know that many here are loving it too and are helping in the very best way. And that makes me so happy. So we are in this last part of this portal going into the golden age. We are just in this last stage of this birth channel, metamorphically speaking, that it's like a birthing of this new humanity. We have the darkness behind us, we have the light in front of us, and it's just the last part of this cycle. What can it be? 1, 2, maybe 5 years, something like that. So just keep on keeping on. Keep the light shining, keep on being positive, do your best, and then we come together, we support each other, we help each other. All is well, and all is going to be amazing. So just see how you, me, and all of us are now transforming into this new being, this new you, which is a light being here in human form, and are about to become a younger version of yourself, a more flexible version of yourself, a stronger version of yourself, and with new abilities that you even didn't know you had. Spiritual gifts are now blossoming in all of us. Intuition is the first one, and then we're going to move over to more and more exciting and complex gifts. So it's a hero's journey, and this is the shift of the ages, and we came here willingly to be part of it. So in order for you to really enjoy the journey, follow your bliss. You came here with gifts and talents, something that you're passionate about, that is what you love to do. Continue doing it or start doing it, and just experiment with it and take it to new heights, which makes you soar with happiness inside, and then start to give it to the world. And as we all do this, the big puzzle is starting to come together. All are happy, we are in the right place at the right time, and things start to click. So take this in. When you want something, all the universe conspires in helping you to achieve it. So the whole universe put you here, put me here, to be a link to the great source. And like I said many times, I like the word that we are the ground crew. So we are here in this vessel in between heaven and earth to take down these amazing ideas, these visions, to help manifest it. So the universe, it's actually, so it's the opposite way. So we might think that it's our idea, that it's our vision, that it's our passion, but maybe it's the opposite way. Maybe it's the universe idea, the universe passion, the universe vision, and it put it inside each and every one of us, and many variations of it in different forms. So there is now a co-creation taking place when we start to listen to that voice and we follow our bliss and do what we want. The universe says, yes, now you're getting it. And the co-creation start to happen. Magic start to happen, synchronicity start to happen, things start to fall in place without us even doing the work we're used to. We're so used to working against the universe, against nature, against everybody, that we have to force things to happen. Not anymore. Now it's flow time. It's natural flow time. And the universe are opening the doors for us. So this was the presentation of the new human, the new you. And to just end this on a high note is to understand that if we just are lazy and laid back, this process is of course going to take much longer time. But if we are willing to meet it, like meet it, we want for this to happen, we are willing, we're open, we want it, then we start to take our own action, and now we're gonna make it happen in a much faster speed. So this is for all Golden Age pioneers, for all light workers and fire souls who have come here to be part of this shift and make a difference. Kindly take this presentation in and really just be grateful for being here, and that we are part of this huge shift, and that we are part of this information right now so we can understand it instead of being victims to the whole process. We are now taking our power back. So thank you for being part of this presentation. And now we're opening up for the Q&A. So it seems to be lagging a little bit behind, but when you are ready, yes, please, warm welcome with questions and insights about the subject. Okay, Carolina, first out. I'm wondering what is happening in the human brain when he or she has the diagnosis bipolar, manodepressive. So yes, samples, you're warm welcome to questions and sharing insights. Again, everything is energy. So when we're in this lower energy, that's when this other side of life, the spiritual and demonic side of life, start to interfere with souls who are lost and in a lower frequency. So that's when the demon start to control the human more and more, and the human angel or spirit, its higher self. So now we have these two, and we all have this. Everybody has this challenge. We all have designated demons to us and designated angels to us, spirits, helpers. So when we are not strong ourselves and the negative take over, then that becomes a living hell. So it's very important to understand what I've shared here tonight about this journey of healing understanding everything, letting everything go. And also to add to this is that this is actually the end of that old karma wheel. So we're moving out of learning by mistakes now to learning by doing the right thing. So that's the short answer to that big question. It's huge. And then, of course, what they do then are sick care. That's what the health system in Sweden is called, sick care, or sick houses instead of the hospitals. They pump you with drugs that keep you in that state, in that low vibration. So it's horrible. The whole sick care system instead of a well care system, which we're moving into. We should all be shining. So thank you, Carolina. Eric, thank you again. Have so many questions about our history and who we are, like the giant trees and many, many other things. But I think I'm just going to melt all info and be happy to be here right now. Okay, Eric, thank you. Samples. Is it possible for a world of good to exist? I mean, we need good and bad. If we don't have good, how do we know what bad is? So is it possible for a world of only good? So it's a very good question. And you are right. In our lower consciousness, that has been needed. But we are now, like I just said, come to the point where we are raising our energy and raising our consciousness to a level where we don't have to learn by mistakes anymore. We've been through this hell for so many thousands of years now. So now we've come to a point where we really would appreciate peace on earth. We don't want to have wars anymore. We don't want to have this ruling society where 1% owns 90% of all the wealth in the world and the rest has to be divided of the last 10%. This evil, and it's also important to understand there is good, there is bad, and then there is evil. And now we have been through a system that is not just bad, it's pure evil. It wants to kill off humanity. It's a slow process that they're now ramping up to these last years that they are really working hard on it, as we all know. So no, we don't need evil anymore. Thank you for all the lessons, we can say. And now it's time to show what can we do with all our good. Because when the truth come out now in more ways to really point out what's been going on here on this world, it's going to be so horrific. So many are going to flip out of the truth. So that alone is going to help us to become the good beings that we are. And we're going to really, leave this darkness for a very, very, very long time. Possibly this is the last cycle that we're in the darkness. Now we're going to go through dimension after dimension upward, spiraling up dimension after dimension. All right. Cliff, I'm sure more and more truth is going to be revealed about how fooled we have been over the years. It's time to learn and connect the pieces. Exactly. Samples. Another thing for all of us to keep in mind is that this experience we call life is so complex and perfectly made to the point where we cannot comprehend it as of right now. That is also very true. Exactly. Like I said in the presentation, we are in this stage of these 3 stages of awakening healing, and empowerment. And the awakening part is an ongoing thing. We are awakening to more and more things, and more are coming for all of us who think we are totally awake. We have already, part of the cutting edge of the awakening process. But even us on the cutting edge, there is more to download and to process. Eric, I feel a really good effect in my mind and soul when I'm training to let my ego go away, or working on walking away from my ego and what other people think of me and how I look and say feels good. Yes, great to hear, Eric. Exactly. So it's and it's also something that I think everybody here has noticed, that there is a spiritual ego as well. So now, for instance, myself, how many that been trying to take me down and do all kinds of mean things to me through my process. Here I'm just doing my best to help, to be here for others, to help with the awakening, help with the healing, help with the empowerment. And people are mean to me and try to take me down. And this happens to all light workers all over the world. How can that be? So there is a second part of the ego journey, which is also to understand that it's we are different soul groups, soul families. Some click with me, and some are not obviously clicking with me, even though I'm doing my best to just be the best version of myself and do good and be a giver and help with it for everybody's journey. There is some people that actually get triggered in a negative way by just me existing and other light workers existing. So that's why we have these camps. And I think that's normal. It's just a part of life. We click with some and we don't click with some, so we just have to follow that. Who do we click with? Which one does it feel good to be together with in this time, in this journey? And if we just follow that, everything will be fine. But we don't have to be mean to those we don't click with. We can just walk away, right? It's a much nicer way to continue here in this process. All right. Samples. The reason I say that is because lots of people claim to know what life is, but I can assure you that nobody can or has an explanation. It's beyond just words. How could anyone try to explain life? Very good samples, exactly. Very good. So that is also part of, for all of us who have been through the shamanic journey and being on plant medicine journeys. It's other dimensions and other worlds that are available to us, which are beyond words. It's even other colors, other light, other sounds that we are used to here in this density. So it's being transmitted now on a much higher frequency, which is light and photons, upgrading us and making us come to insights inside, beyond language, beyond words. So you're absolutely right. Then again, we have now come to a point where we can explain the meaning of life and life in its general sense, on a third density level and the fifth density level, and the dimension after that as we go, in a very good way. however, what I just said is another level on each level, that there is other levels to it, which is much deeper beyond the words. Thank you, Samples. Stefan, hi Björn. Has the mass media, apart from bribe, been threatened in general? When we turn on the TV and mass media, any country, there is something inside of us which is like a BS meter, right? We feel if the person is trustworthy or not. And a lot of those who are in those positions, getting the transcript to read today's news, a lot of them are not in this higher satanic system. They are, people just like us, in the bottom of the pyramid. So that means that it's something inside of us that click with them and feel comfortable taking the information in. But what most people don't know or take into account is that the news they got was someone just handed them and said, read this. And then they read that and they give it out. But from what source did the news come from? That's the bribed one. That's the threatened one. So yes, all those in the higher top, in all leader positions, they have both been bribed and threatened to keep on keeping on that dark agenda in whatever part of society they're in, like, for instance, the media. So there is an awakening going on within every area. So media, the police, the military, the politics, the banking system, all of it, the schooling system, all of it. We have an awakening within each area, which is now starting to understand that that's what's going on. So not just everybody outside, the people, humanity, also those inside are now starting to wake up to this. So that's why we see that there are now ramping up the speed for this 2030 agenda to happen much earlier. Like, for instance, now the war in Israel was supposed to happen later. So we see how they are showing themselves and making obvious mistakes that are obvious to many of us, and that will be their downfall. We're seeing them fall apart right now. Great questions. Anyone else? Okay. Well, then I'm grateful for all the great questions. And if there is anyone else that has something to share, another good question or something to share, insight, you're welcome to do so. Last call. And then we will move on. Oops. Are we still in contact? It feels like I lost you. Are you still here? now samples. I just got your message. I actually just got the question, is the messages coming in? So I got that. If you have something else to share. All right. Good. Okay. So then we move over to the last part. So please take in the new you. You know, we all have a better version of ourselves. We know that if we just tweak our life a little bit, let's say, food, that area, right? We can better ourselves, better our health and fitness with just the food. And then we take the training. Can we improve our training? Yes. Can we improve our sleep? Can we improve not to worry so much, not to stress so much? Yes. There is many things. And then we have the spiritual training of our spiritual attributes. Can we improve that? Yes. We can improve every area. So I'd like you now to take in let's see. Okay, so let's just take in now what's going on right now. Like I said yesterday, look at this picture. This was the moon right here outside where I live. Look at that sun, that moon. Yeah, the sunshine to the moon, which is now reflecting down on the ocean. It's mesmerizing, so magical. And here we have the moon. So this is a very powerful full moon, which is going to, and together with the solstice, can you see the aura around the moon? And even there is a little orb in the bottom. You see the orb here? And then the aura. So this is now after the full moon. So now we're in the release part, the release energy. So it's going to be a very beautiful release here for humanity and all of us, which is, again, when we're in harmony and peace, we get the benefit from this in the very best way. But if we are stressed and feel anxious, then it's going to be the opposite. So I like to end this with this beautiful picture, which is close to I just love the energy here. Magical. So this is going to be the background drop here for the meditation. So kindly let yourself stretch a bit. Deep breathing. And then maybe a little bit water. And then we are going off for a new adventure together. I think we're going to meet right up here over the Mediterranean when we leave our bodies, going into the spirit world, and do meditation here, putting all this together so we are really, becoming one with it, really connecting with it and activating it. So please let yourself lean back in the chair you sit in, or sit straight with your spine. And then just start taking a deep breath and blow it out. All right. So now, allow yourself to just relax, feel good, charge your energies, and get ready to leave your body. So here we are together, and now each and every one of us in a meditative state, sitting with our consciousness and our being just behind our eyes. And here we go. Slowly start to just go down, 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 down to our throat, out to our shoulders, down through our arms, down to our hands, out to our fingers, and we let our hand palms up in our knee, and we take a deep breath and let this whole part of our body, head, neck, shoulders, arms, hands, fingers, relax. Feel your shoulders drop, your muscles in your arms and hands and fingers relax. And we are getting back up through the arms to the shoulders, back to the neck and throat, and then down through the chest and the back, and each vertebrae through our spine, going down, down, down. We pause in our chest, going into our heart, feeling our heart beat, feeling our heart's love, understanding this most important organ in our system, how important it is and how multidimensional it is. Here we connect to the field, to each other, to the earth, to cosmos, everything. The most intelligent organ in the body. Let's take a deep breath and let this whole area, chest, back, lungs and heart, relax. Very good. We continue down to our solar plexus, feeling its nice vibration, down to our navel chakra, feeling our emotions are peaceful and harmonious, and going down to our root chakra, last part of the spine, where we sit on. And now let's take a new deep breath and connect all the way down and let the rest of this body system relax. Very nice. Ah. And as we relax more and more, the more we liberate our spirit, the more we connect with the cosmos and the earth. So we continue down to our buttocks, hamstrings, upper legs, our thighs, down to our knees, calves, down to our heels, down to our feet, all the way down to the front of our toes. And we take a new deep breath and we let the rest of our body, the legs and feet, relax. Three, two, one. And there we leave the body. We leave the body and we start going down, 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 deep into the ground, deep into Mother Earth, all the way to the center. Slowly we're getting closer. We're slowing down and we are stopping. Here we are, down at the core center of Earth, feeling the most amazing, harmonious, peaceful, deeply grounding energies affecting our whole being. So let's just stay here, feel it, take it in, relax, and become grounded. Very good. And with that, super grounded, it's time to start to fly away on this evening's journey. So we start to lighten up and fly upward. We start to fly upward in a good pace. Faster and faster, we're getting closer to the core surface. And here we go, we pass the surface of the Earth, the place we live. We go straight through the roof, all the way out to the sky, passing up, 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 and going through the clouds and out of the clouds on the upper part. And now we come really high up in the heavens and we get a really good perspective from all corners of the world. We start to see each other, beaming lights, beaming all over the place. And let's come together. So we come together in this focal point over the Mediterranean, over this little island, Gozo. And the moonlight is beautiful this evening. So here we are, coming together in a big circle, hugging each other, going the whole round so everybody gets hugged. And then we are levitating here with ease, with joy, with excitement and peace. Holding each other's hands, looking at each other, taking in this moment, taking in the moon, taking in the stars, taking in the atmosphere from the cosmos and the world underneath us. Feel the amazing energies beaming from all directions, making this cosmic experience so powerful, magical, amazing. What a time we're in. So let's just take a peek down on Earth and see what's going on. So we look down and we see this amazing world underneath us, which is our mission to help it to the next stage, the golden age. And right now, we're in this amazing drama time where these two timelines collide, the old energies and the new energies. It is now so obvious and so amazing to be able to live in two worlds at the same time. The old world, which is doing everything it can to pull everybody back into the drama, keeping the drama high alert on the drama in every way. All technologies that create weather wars are on. All humans that are bought or threatened are now being asked to step up to do horrible things, which is coming out in a faster and faster speed of all these incredible dark plans for the human race. We also see the light coming in to more and more souls, opening up their hearts, making them whistleblowers, and opening up all of humanity's consciousness, the earth, the animals, the plant kingdom. Everything is getting affected of these higher vibrations. Nothing can resist it. The dark ones knows this. That's why they're getting more and more desperate to speed up the process. That's why we see how everything is ramping up and the drama is taking a whole new level. So just see it in the opposite way. It's a proof that we are winning. Nothing can stop the higher, powerful vibrations. Lower vibrations has to go. They have no place in this new world. We have learned our lessons, and now it's time to cut the old karma wheel forever. We are starting fresh. We are starting to awaken to the whole thing. More and more of us are starting to heal our old wounds. And we have now come into the third stage, the empowerment stage, where we are now seeing everything that we before saw as hurtful. Now we see it from another angle. It has all been to strengthen us, to lift us up to a higher level, to see and understand everything from a much more divine perspective, to help us awaken the God source within us, not being small anymore, but to become big, to become divine, to allow our light to shine. It's a scary thing to let this light out. However, as we see more and more start to allow their light to shine, it automatically gives each and every one of us permission to do the same, to start shining. So let's just take a look now in the world. And if we just go through a little fast forward or backward 20 years, let's say, how few who were awakened, healed, and empowered compared to now. See the process. See how it's speeding up, awakening more and more of us, healing more and more of us, and empowering more and more of us. This is happening without us doing anything. It's like we are ships on the ocean without any sails, any motors, any engines, or any capacity to steer our ships. We are just lost on the ocean and totally in nature's power to control where to blow us or let the current take us. However, now we have come to a point that instead of letting life happening to us, we start to take charge and we start to make life happen. We are becoming captains of our ships. We are becoming more and more aware, more and more healed, and more empowered. And with this, we start to know where we want to go. And if you are going out on the ocean on a ship, of course, you have to know where you want to go. You have to have the vision clear that you're going to that goal, that port, wherever it might be. So you set out from where you live and you start to sail to that next port. Maybe you're going around the world. Then you make a map and you make a plan where you want to go. Now, there is a second energy here, which is called the universe, with its natural laws. Maybe there are obstacles on the journey, storms happening, which we get to know ahead of time with all this amazing technology that we have to our advantage today, which means that we can change course along the journey. So even if we have set our course, set our journey to a specific place, along the journey, we can adjust. So we don't end up in stormy weathers or obstacles that are unnecessary. We can go around them. We can change our route. But the end goal, the vision of where we want to go, is still the same. So all starts with a vision. All start with the end in mind. And when we start now to live in that way, that fashion, and that the end is to start being part of the solution, start being part of making our gifts, our talents come alive, sharing it with the world, letting our little gifts become a treasure chest for humanity, to lift each other up, to heal each other, to empower each other, and make a better world. All of us has come for this. This is what we all have in common. And we all have different ways to make it happen. All we have to do is to trust this inner calling. Trust the vision. Trust the passion. Trust the bliss. Trust the connection. And trust the big divine plan. Step by step, we are getting closer and closer to the liberation of humanity and into this new golden era. It's already here. We live in two timelines. And the more we are working on what we want to be part of, what we want to see in the world, what we want to leave behind us to make the world a better place, the better our lives becomes today, tomorrow, and in the future. The less problems we will have with the old world, and the more blessings we will have, because we're working with the universe and the blessings start to come. So this is the time to now understand that everything that has happened to you, that has been really hurtful, really tough times, really hard, it has all been storms to strengthen you, to make you strong and powerful, like an oak tree, a sequoia, or one of those huge giant trees from the past history here in this world. We are all connected through time and space, and we all have this giant divine energy inside of us, which wants to come out and play. And now it's time to really get to know this divine energy and let it guide us and start to dare to take bigger and bigger leaps into new exciting times. A new exciting time with new exciting projects. Start to dive into what you would like to do. What's your passion? Maybe it's not huge, maybe it's not big, maybe it's a smaller thing, but it's a huge passion for the smaller thing. Whatever it is, that has to be huge. That has to be strong. The passion that makes you come alive, that makes you want to be here, want to help, want to support, want to serve, want to help and make the world a better place. As more and more of us start to tap into this divine energy within us, which is the guide who wants us to be part of this manifestation process of this higher visions, manifesting this bright future. Step by step, as we go, we're getting deeper and deeper into this bright future. More and more of us are coming together. Divine connections are made. Synchronicities start happening. Amazing things which we could never have even imagined before. This is the new timeline for all of us. So feel and know with every cell in your being, every particle of light, that you are here, chosen to be here, picked specifically to be where you are, doing what you're doing, and on the brink of coming out in a whole new chapter in your life, where you will start to do amazing things, things that makes you happy, things that makes you feel that you belong here and that you have a purpose, that you make a difference. That's the biggest feelings anyone can experience. And as we now become more and more aligned with these energies, synchronicities, miracles and magic are starting to become more and more available and close to us in our daily life. We start to become familiar with these amazing energies. We start to feel more and more natural. So now we have come to this point where it's now time to consciously start to work on ourselves in the next step here, in the next step of this procedure, this transition, that we are now taking more responsibility for our health and fitness, to start to take care of ourselves and our bodies like the gods did many, many thousands years ago. All these times on earth where there has been a peak of human life, where the human life has blossomed, that's when all humans have taken care of themselves in the best possible way. Now it's time for us to do the same. And when you start to take care of yourself and your body in the best possible way, you start to shine more and more. You become more in alignment. Divine ideas and visions are coming to you, and the energy, synchronicity, all the people and economic nurturing that is needed to make things happen are supported from the universe. Everything is connected in the quantum field. As long as you are connected to the field in your highest vibration, things are just start to happening like magic. All you have to do is to do your part. Just do your best, work on what you want, do the best you can, and that's it. And enjoy the journey. So it's not just doing in the old way. That's over. It's doing with joy. It's doing with ease. It's doing in peace. That we love it. We love the journey. That's the energies we are now asked to tune into. So let's just take this in for a moment. Feel the blessings that you already received and all those that you are about to receive. Just because you're part of making the world a better place. Amazing energies here in the field. So beautiful. So now, with all our amazing energies here together, now let's start to let them shine and ripple to the rest of humanity, the animal kingdom, Mother Earth and Father Sky, the heavens, the whole universe. So as we start to send, we start a whole new energy wheel happening, and we will receive back thousandfold. So as you send out, also allow yourself to receive and feel your vibration start to raise. Here we go. Wow. Can you feel what I feel? This is so powerful. Can you feel the pulse, the pulsating energies just beaming in? Oh, wow. Okay. So now, with this field activated, we're all connected. The whole universe is connected, and all living beings within it. The field is now stronger than ever. This is a whole new level. I think you all can feel it. So with that, let's just leave the energies on, keep on, keeping on, sending these higher vibrations, helping us to raise the consciousness, raise the love, and raise the groundedness. So we feel safe and secure here on Mother Earth, doing our mission. Very good. And with that, it's time to say bye for now. So we go around and we start to hug each other. Everybody gets the hug. Really nice. So everybody hug each other, and when everybody has had his hug and has given his or her hug, we hold each other's hands, thank each other for this amazing experience together, and that we are here with each other, for this long journey ahead. Thank you. Thank you for being here and being part of this. And with that, we'll let our hands go. We'll look each other straight into the eyes, give each other that extra little spark, and then it's time to fly home. So we start to fly home. Wherever you live right now in the world, aim for it, go for it, and see the world underneath you changing as you go and becoming so beautiful, so alive. What a time to be in, to see this amazing change before our very eyes, to feel it, to be part of the transformation. Amazing. So we let all this amazing experiences sink in, upgrade us, and get us ready for everything that we are now going through ahead of us. Feeling blessed, feeling empowered, feeling ready to whatever comes. We now start to see the place we live in the horizon coming up, closer and closer. We come to the house we live in, we fly through, and we see our body. And 3, 2, 1, there we come into the body through our feet, and the body jumps with joy, feels the spirit coming back, and the energies start to merge. We come up through the feet, up through the calves, to our knees, to our thighs, to our buttocks, and we start to slow down and stay in the tummy. And with that, the body awakens more and more, and we take a deep breath, meeting up with the physical and the metaphysical, all the way down in the tummy. beautiful. We feel super grounded. We feel super good. Coming up to our navel chakra, feeling the emotions, peaceful, harmonious, joyful, excited. Wow. Coming up to a solar plexus and immediately just feel that essence of power, the essence of source divine power. Masculine and feminine divine energies in its perfect place, fully activated, fully ourselves. Amazing feeling. Coming up one more step into our heart and feeling that love just bubbling over. The heart feels happy, so in love with us, with our body, with our mission, with the life we live right now. Just take it in as we take a new deep breath and are activating us even more. Start to come back to the body more and more. We start to roll our shoulders a little bit, open up our wings in the back, open up the chest, continue to move up to the shoulders, down to the arms, out to our hands, to our fingertips. Move our hands and fingertips, start to wiggle them a little bit. We come back to our body slowly and surely, more and more. We go back up through the arms, to the shoulders, up to the throat and neck, and feel our throat chakra now also fully activated, fully in its power, fully balanced, feeling amazing. Feel the connection to source energy, communicating with the source, with our body, with ourselves, in the most amazing, beautiful, loving way. We feel the truth is shining its light through us, and we feel our vessel is pure and clean, and so connected to the truth, which we're speaking in every form we can communicate. We continue up, and our face immediately start to shine with a big smile, and we continue up through our face, behind our eyes, stopping in our third eye, and we now connect all these chakras and the communication skills to our vision center, which is communicating to us in visions. So we now feel the support from the universe, helping us in our dreams, in our ideas, in our visions, in all its form, daytime and nighttime. Things we hear and see, everything is like a big puzzle, helping us to put the puzzle pieces together and help us with our journey, our path, to open it and let the light shine ahead of us several steps to clear the path before us. See it in your inner eye, your inner vision, how your path is becoming more and more clear, even if you don't experience it yet. See, it's about to happen. The light is shining from its side. Now we have to shine our light out from us to start taking action on all these things that we would like to see and do. Just start applying all these things in your life, and things will start to become better and better as we go. Two magical, and miraculous and divine. And with that, we turn our focus up to the divine and see and feel how the divine is with us all the time. Our crown chakra is now fully activated, always on. We just have to tune into the divine whenever we feel lost or that the connection is cut. We just go into ourselves, take a little meditation, or go out to nature and connect. And the antenna is on, the connection is on, and the connection is strong, loving, wise, beautiful. Just see and feel your aura now expanding upward, up to the heavens, downward, down to Mother Earth, and outward through each chakra, several meters in every direction. You are now fully activated, fully here and now, in perfect alignment with spirit, with your physical body, your skeleton, your organs. Everything is working perfectly. Harmonious, peaceful, loving, and joyous. And with that, when you're ready, take a last deep breath and come back to here and now by simply opening your eyes. All right. Fantastic. Thank you, everybody who's been with us all here together, this whole journey, all the way to the end, and this magical light that we have applied here for us. Isn't it amazing? So thank you for a wonderful evening together. Thank you for being part of this and this big presentation here tonight. Let it sink in. Feel the connection, feel that you're supported, feel that you are loved, you are empowered, everything is working for you, the universe is standing behind you, I am standing behind you, I'm here helping. And I have put out a few videos of this next step that we're doing to take the journey, strengthening us, empowering us. So this empowering journey has started. So tune in and look at the new videos that's out there, and there are more coming this week, and we're going to take step by step every week here, just taking ourselves and our body to the whole way to learn to master ourselves and our body and become divine beings here to help ourselves and each other on our divine mission. So thank you for tonight. I wish you a wonderful week ahead. Blessings. All the very best. Bye for now.